Okay, so we're going to go through our stretching routine for the neck, and we're going to apply a couple of the rules that we talked about in a bit more detail in this section. For the others, you'll have got the idea, and I'll kind of just dive straight into it. For the neck, first we need to realize what we're stretching so we know what we're going to be feeling for. So we're going to start by stretching the right side of the neck just here. It attaches behind the skull and to the shoulder as well. So when we're stretching, we want to be pulling those two areas apart. If it was an exercise, we'd want to be squeezing those two areas together. But this is a stretch, so I'm going to first anchor the shoulder down. I can either do that as I'm showing you by pulling down here. I can sit on my hand here, or I could hold on the underside of the chair. Anything that's going to secure this. Otherwise, we could just be moving this way, and even though we're moving the neck, the shoulders come with us. So we're going to anchor that down. Then we're going to purely tilt sideways. Now with this one, my nose is still going straight forwards. I'm not adding in any rotation. I'm not turning the neck. I'm just anchoring down, purely leaning sideways. And that's going to purely stretch the muscles that are on the side of the neck mainly. Now, what we don't want to be experiencing is any pain on this left side of the neck. If I'm tilting this way and I'm feeling any pain there, it could be that a nerve or a joint is getting a bit pinched together and it's not going to appreciate that. So any pain on the opposite side, we're going to back off. If I'm getting any pain or pins and needles going down either arm, I could be doing the right stretch, but it's maybe not the right time for it. Or again, I'm just irritating something, so I'm going to back off there as well. What I want to be feeling is not necessarily a pain, but just a mild, I just refer to it as a stretch, but it's going to feel different for everyone. I would be feeling a mild stretch in that position. It's almost like a mild pain. I don't want it to be too much. I don't want to exacerbate anything if it's already quite tight, but I want it to be firm enough that it's actually doing something. So I'm just taking it to that position just there, and I'll feel a slight pain, a slight ache in the muscle that I know that I'm meant to be stretching. So that means I'm onto the right thing. And then I'm going to hold it until it's loosened off. I'm going to bring my neck back to the center, maybe do a shoulder roll or two, and then I'm going to take it a little bit further to that next barrier, and I'm going to repeat the process. The next angle that we're going to do is the one slightly more to the back. So we're still going to hold down, but then this time we're going to be looking almost 45 degrees down to the left, and I'm going to be feeling a stretch more towards the back of the neck, going down towards the back of the shoulder blade. And again, we're going to repeat the same rules as previous. We're going to hold until the stretch has done what it needs to, and then we're going to repeat as required. The last angle that we can look at, still on this side here, anchoring down. I'm going to be leaning the same that I did before, but now I'm just going to turn ever so slightly and look up to the right. Look up and back a little bit more, and there I've got my stretch. It's more on the front of the neck. Not completely the front, that would just be a stretch looking up, but from this group of muscles, every muscle has got a back and it's got a front. We're going to be stretching more of the fibers that are running along the front by leaning back. And I'm just feeling it in that area just there. I'm going to check the left side at the same time when I do my full routine. So I'm going to check right first, and I'm not going to start by stretching, it's just a test. See what it feels like. And then I'm going to go the other way. Now this side feels a little bit tighter, so when I'm doing my stretch routine next, I know that I need to spend a bit more time on that left side. You might run through the whole thing and it might all feel fine, in which case you know, oh, it's a good day, I don't need to do as much stretching. Or you might find that everything's tight. We want to be looking at reducing stiffness, but also symmetry as well. So if it's really stiff on one side, probably pay a bit more attention to that area.